to CWF TV. What an amazing show we have tonight. We have got a special guest tonight from Wisconsin. We've got the mercenary Garrison Creed going one-on-one against our very own Brixton Shaw. But more importantly, Barrett Brown is going to get a rematch with the colossal Durden tonight. I cannot wait for this show.
Wow, it really sounds like an exciting night. Somebody all the way from Wisconsin. I didn't even know they had people in Wisconsin, but I guess we're going to find out when he gets into that ring, and I am so looking forward to that rematch with Durden and Barrett Brown, because last time, wow, that's all I've got to say about that, and that's tough to get me to say all about that's all I've got to say.
Very, very true, Captain. Let's go to Adam in the ring for the intros to our first match.
From across the pond, Brixton Shaw being accompanied to the ring by the boys.
Well, I guess you weren't kidding that they've been kind of adopted by Brixton Shaw.
Well, Captain, the age-old mystery has been solved. We have been trying to figure out how much a stone weighs. I am being told by none other than Google, a stone is 14 pounds. So if we take that 14 pounds times 16 of them, Mr. Shaw weighs in at 224 American pounds.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound as elegant as 16 stones.
It doesn't. I'm going to go back to saying stones.
You have to stick your pinky out when you say 16 stones.
He is the mercenary, Garrison Creed.
Garrison Creed, the mercenary. This guy right here, Rob Vaughn and I had the opportunity to watch him at the Wrestling Expo in DFW. This guy is so impressive. We had to bring him here into the CWF and put him up against one of the best in Brixton Shaw.
I can see why you were impressed. Boy, I tell you what, and he's intermixing with the crowd. So he's a mercenary, and he is a crowd favorite, probably wherever from each front.
When the mercenary just found a kid in the crowd and gave his dog tags to him, and listen to the reception of the auditorium for the mercenary.
Boy, he is a specimen, we'll say that, but can he wrestle? We'll find out.
Well, he is in the ring against one of the best. Now, what will be amazing or interesting is to see how Gabe Wilder and Tommy Prince play into this match. Already starting some mind games, but the mercenary doesn't look at all intimidated by the likes of the boys.
Well, whatever he got the name the mercenary from, but I can only guess with the camouflage. I think he's seen enough of the boys throughout his life. And you're right, they don't intimidate him.
Well, Brixton Shaw letting the boys know he has got things well under control, but I cannot wait to see what the mercenary Garrison Creed brings to the CWF.
And I'm not even sure Brixton Shaw is quite taking him seriously either.
But look at the way that Garrison Creed just commands the crowd as he and Brixton Shaw circle up. Well, Garrison Creed, Brixton Shaw having some words, but now it's time to dance. And there's the lockup in the center of the ring. And look at Garrison Creed with a quick takedown of Brixton Shaw. Oh my goodness! Brixton Shaw went for a leapfrog. Garrison Creed just grabbed him into some amateur wrestling. And look at the way he is just throwing him around like an amateur.
That is amazing technical skills right there, where he caught Brixton Shaw mid-leap and brought him down to that canvas.
Great moveset. Garrison Creed hits the mat, goes for a kick, misses. Oh, but then just shoulder tackle right onto Brixton Shaw, and Brixton Shaw is rocked, and Garrison Creed is for real.
Is he calling for a timeout?
Oh, but a big boot, and that could be the great equalizer. Goes in for a second one. Brixton Shaw moves out of the way, and now Brixton Shaw with that European uppercut. Oh, but Garrison Creed with an uppercut of his own.
I was going to say, now we'll see what happens, that he's been stung but obviously nothing.
My word, Garrison Creed, very impressive in these opening few minutes. Oh, but look at that. Brixton Shaw grabbed him, slammed him into the second turnbuckle, and now Garrison Creed is having second thoughts about being in the Christian Wrestling Federation.
Well, I guess that's a Texas welcome from Britain. We'll figure that one out.
Brixton Shaw takes Garrison Creed, big slam in the center of the ring. And now Shaw getting used to, oh, and then a kick to the back. And Garrison Creed is in some serious trouble. Kick to the front.
One to the back, one to the front. Big elbow dropped by Brixton Shaw.
There's the cover, no leg, and only a 2 count as Garrison Creed kicks out. Brixton Shaw taking his time. Garrison Creed slow, oh, but Garrison Creed fighting back on one knee, but a big club takes him right back down, and there's another shot to the midsection. Combination kicks by Garrison Creed. Garrison hits the ropes. Big knee into the face of Brixton Shaw as Garrison Creed tries to get his second win.
I don't think he needs it. I'm watching him. He's just leaning there all casual, and it's Brixton Shaw that seems to be winded.
Look at that European uppercut and then a big back elbow. Garrison Creed is for real. And Brixton Shaw is being rocked.
You almost expect him to come out of like a muddy tree or something. He was just kind of waiting.
Man, I tell you, this kid has got a great look. He is the mercenary for a reason. He's got the war paint on. He looks straight out of a Rambo movie. He is cut. He is chiseled. The kid can wrestle. And look at him.
I'm glad to see that you knew where I was going with that. You read my mind. So few people are open to the experience.
Oh, and Brixton Shaw with a belly-to-back suplex. And he just muscled Garrison Creed. But look, Creed not faced at all. Creed back to his feet. Shaw has no idea.
Why in the world would a veteran like Brixton Shaw turn his back on an opponent like Garrison Creed? I don't know.
Great belly-to-back suplex with the arch. Only got the 2 count. Shaw in the corner. And Garrison Creed now going to work. Big chop onto the chest of Brixton Shaw. Goes for a shoot in the corner. Reversal. Garrison Creed takes the corner. Up and over. Brixton Shaw to the outside. Oh, and a big slap across the face of Garrison Creed.
Wow.
Oh, Brixton Shaw now showing why he's a veteran. Kick to the face. Rocks the world. High-risk maneuver. Will it pay off? Missile drop kick, and Garrison Creed is down. That could be it. Hooks the leg. No, only a 2 count.
Just a 2 count. Referee Carl Knight right on top of it. And this is the first time that I've seen Garrison Creed take a few moments to rest and get his strength back up.
I tell you, Brixton Shaw having some words with Carl Knight. As that missile drop kick, we thought it was all over. Garrison Creed is rocked. Brixton Shaw is in complete control, but look at that. Like the fighting men and women of the United States Armed Forces, Garrison Creed will not give up. Did you see the effort, the wherewithal, the power of that shoulder tackle into the corner?
I don't know, but I think that battle yell gave him an extra 2 or 3 horsepower to get into that corner when he took out Brixton Shaw.
Well, Brixton Shaw is down. Garrison Creed, oh! Moonsault off the top rope, only a 2 count. How on earth? I cannot believe the flexibility and the athleticism of someone the size of Garrison Creed. That was absolutely amazing, Captain.
Yes, it is. And they're calling for one more time. Amazing for someone who's as...
Oh! But he went for a second one and he missed. High-risk maneuver didn't pay off. Kick to the midsection by Brixton Shaw. Shaw blocks the punch. Elbow into the face. And now Shaw. Pump handle suplex. Garrison Creed is down. That could be it. 2 count. But no, Creed kicks out.
You know what I'm amazed at, Phil, is I've never seen the CWF Universe take a shine to someone as quick as they've taken
to Garrison Creed.
Well, and look at the frustration on Brixton Shaw. He's having an all-out hissy fit, if you will, acting like my 2-year-old child. And Garrison Creed back to his face, ducks a couple of punches. Oh, perfect plex, 2, only a 2 count. Wasn't quite the perfect plex. We'll call it the imperfect plex, if you will.
And
Once again, bridged up, only got the 2 count. Go, Captain, sorry.
And those punches were anything close to landing. They were from another planet and landed on another planet still. So I don't know where Brixton Shaw's mind is. It's definitely not on winning this match.
Oh my goodness! The referee Cole Knight was just pulled outside by Tommy Prince. Oh, there goes Gabe Wilder. Gabe Wilder's up on the apron, distracting Garrison Creed. Garrison taking his eyes off the prize, takes a punch at Gabe Wilder, and he is completely missed. Small package. Oh my goodness.
What chicanery is this?
Brixton Shaw eked out a victory
And the winner,
with the help of the boys. But Captain, if it had not been for interference by Tommy Prince pulling Cole Knight out of the ring, I'm telling you, Garrison Creed, very impressive. I hope we've not seen the last of this individual in the CWF.
I tell you what, and you know me, Phil, I'm all about doing a little maneuvering of the rules, so to speak. But we've got a new person with the Christian Wrestling Federation, and I hope he comes back because I don't want that to be his last memory of being in the Christian Wrestling Federation.
Well, with a name like the Mercenary, I don't know if I would want to be in the shoes of Gabe Wilder or Tommy Prince or Brixton Shaw for that matter, as this guy is the real deal. American hero, mercenary, former armed services. This guy's for real. I don't want to be on his bad side, Captain.
No.
introducing first, he is 7 foot tall, 275 pounds from Houston, Texas, Drake Durden.
Well, Drake Durden has made his name known on the scene, coming in one day, putting his hands on the CWF champion, having a title match with the champion. It was absolutely out of control, and we are back tonight to see if Barrett Brown has what it takes to defeat the 7 foot tall Drake Durden.
You know, when he walked in and I got to stand next to him, and I'm 6'6", I felt like a small child. And I have not felt like a small child since I was a small child, Phil.
And introducing,
This is not going to start well for Barrett Brown.
The King of Texas, weighing in at 180 pounds from 7 Points, Texas, 50 caliber, Barrett Brown!
Barrett Brown is oblivious. He has no idea that Drake Durden is waiting right outside the curtain. Oh, that's not Barrett Brown. That is the Monday Night Main Event.
Barrett Brown.
Omega happily sporting his trained by Barrett Brown shirt, but
Well,
market difference.
if Omega is standing here next to Drake Durden, where is 50 caliber Barrett Brown?
I found him.
Oh my gosh, Barrett Brown's already in the ring, and he comes flying through the second rope. And he comes flying again, a second time.
I'm having deja vu. You having deja vu, Phil?
Oh, and Drake Durden just grabbed Barrett Brown by the neck, if you will. Oh!
We saw this a couple of weeks ago, and it's like a reboot.
Drake Durden showing his size and his strength. Oh! But Drake just took a chin full of steel, and that does not go lightly on anyone, Captain.
No, it does not.
Barrett Brown, high-risk maneuver. Big frog splash, hooks the leg, 2, but Durden kicks out.
Did you see that? Barrett Brown could barely get his arm around his leg let alone go up there and go for the pin.
Barrett Brown is throwing everything at Drake Durden except for the kitchen sink. We are seeing a completely different match as Drake Durden literally manhandled the champ last week. But we are seeing Barrett Brown, our champion, just deliver punishing blow after blow. But now, Drake Durden getting back to his feet, and that is not where the champ wants Drake Durden to be.
No, and I remember last month when they had Drake Durden and Barrett Brown was beating on his chest, and he finally just gave up because Drake Durden was just looking at him. Nothing was even penetrating through that thick chest skin.
Well, now Drake Durden is back to his feet. The champ is slow to get up, although the champ had some really great maneuvers at the beginning of the match. Drake Durden now seems to be solidly in control, and we could be witnessing the end of the winning streak for Barrett Brown, our CWF's longest reigning heavyweight champion.
And Barrett Brown, you'd think he would have studied tape from last month and come up with a couple of different ideas. And Drake Durden's looking a little ill yet. How many wrestlers do you think he's eaten today?
At least 3 or 4. Barrett Brown on all fours, and now Drake Durden trying to warn the officiator, Carl Knight. But Carl Knight letting him know that inside that ring, Carl is the law.
That's right.
Barrett Brown now, he's got him on the second rope, and that big knee.
Carl Knight, part of a third-generation wrestling dynasty, and he does know how CWF matches as well as other matches, and he's not afraid to stand toe-to-toe with anyone who crosses him inside that ring.
Well, although the betting odds have got to be on Drake Durden, Drake is going to have to stay focused in this match. He is getting distracted a lot. Yes, he is taking his time. He is taking apart the champion, but he is giving the champion a lot of opportunity to rest, and that is not going to come in handy later in the match.
You better watch out, Phil. He was looking at you while you were talking, and he was looking a bit hungry.
Well, I definitely want to keep my distance on that one. Drake Durden only able to get a 2 count. Barrett Brown trying to stay in this match.
And
look
he's
at Barrett.
calling for more.
Big kick into the midsection of Barrett Brown. And again, Drake Durden spending a lot of time focused on the referee, needing to stay focused on Barrett Brown.
He's not dying out there. He's getting mad.
But a big slap across the face of Drake Durden, and the champ is just literally trying anything he can to draw the big guy. Oh, but look at that big boot, that size 13, onto the chest, onto the throat of Barrett Brown.
Boy, and he would put all of his weight right up there on the chest of Barrett Brown. That's got to be taking a toll. Drake trying to get some crowd participation.
Well, Barrett with a couple of chops, 3 chops, 4 chops, 5 chops, 6 chops. Oh, and 1 chop by Drake Durden, and the champ goes down.
Wow. He's got to check himself for whiplash on that one. He was just in all kinds of a convulsive mode.
Captain Carl Knight may have to stop this match before Barrett Brown gets seriously hurt. Look at how tall Drake Durden is, just towering over the champion. Drake shoots the champ across the ring, follows up with a big clothesline, and Barrett Brown just falls to the ground.
I would say crumple more than fall.
And Drake just laughing, enjoying the dissection, if you will, of the CWF champion.
Boy, if you ever rooted for someone to have some help around the outside of the ring, it definitely might be Barrett Brown right now, because it would take 2 people to match up to the 1 of Drake Durden.
Well, Barrett literally throwing everything he can at Drake, but nothing seems to have an impact. He's just too big. This could be the end. But no, the champ kicks out. But no, Durden says no. Throws him back down, and again a 2 count. And now the frustration coming out on Drake Durden as Barrett Brown refusing to give up.
Boy, he is just getting up. He's the Energizer Bunny, if you will. He is going and going and going, and that is frustrating to Drake Durden, because usually the first thing with the big guys like this, Phil, is they're used to people crumbling and getting the match over quickly. So the longer this match goes, the more it's going to play to the strength of Barrett Brown and less to the strengths or weakness thereof of Drake Durden.
I have to disagree with you, Captain. I think that the advantage, the longer this match goes, is going to be that of Drake Durden. Drake has dominated this match the entire time. I just wonder how much can Barrett Brown take of the beating that he's getting right now.
Well, we're about to find out, I'm sure, as Barrett He's not even looking like he's trying to quit. Not asking for a timeout. That's a true champion's champion.
Big club by Drake Durden and Barrett Brown. The only offense Barrett had was at the beginning of this match. He's tried throwing some chops. He's tried throwing some punches. They just had literally no effect. And Drake Durden has still got plenty left in the tank. And I have to question how much more. I mean, kudos to Barrett Brown for saying give me more and wanting to fight. But how much more can he take, Captain?
Well, he took that one. And we'll see where that goes from there. So we'll have to see whether your opinion's right or mine. Frankly, I'm not all that secure in my choice. I see your point.
Barrett Brown is in trouble right now. He's trying to get his second win. He's trying to fight back, but nothing that he does has any effect. And just look at the chops that Drake Durden delivers, just punishing, taking the stamina out with every single one of those.
And Carl and I checking to see if Barrett Brown wanted to quit. Obviously the answer is no, but sometimes you got to find somebody that's got the cooler head, and you may have to call this match just for the safety of Barrett Brown.
And Durden just standing over the champ. The champ is literally having to use his pant legs to pull himself up. I'm telling you, the champ is gassed, and I have to wonder, does the champ have what it takes to come back from this beating that he's taken?
But he's still talking smack.
Another one of those punishing chops. And Barrett Brown, back up. And now Barrett Brown throwing slaps and chops. Misses a clothesline, spinning chop, and that one actually rocked the world of Drake Durden.
Oh, look, he's getting closer. He was down in the second turnbuckle.
And the champ.
Insigari still does not go down.
The champ got tangled up in the ropes, was able to fight back. High-risk maneuvers not paying off as the big man gets him by the throat, steps onto the second rope. Now he's on the middle rope. What's he going to do, Captain?
I don't know. This can't end well, and can the ring take it?
Look how high up they are. Barrett's on the top rope. Drake Durden's on the second rope. Oh, and a headbutt rocks the world of Drake Durden. Barrett Brown back to the top.
Oh my goodness!
Drake Durden is down. Go for the pin. This is your chance, champ. Take it.
I didn't think that would be possible, but Barrett Brown is now trying to turn this around and get in control of this match.
Super kick, and Durden is on his knees as Barrett Brown is coming back. Another kick, but Durden refusing to go down. 3 kicks right to the face. My word, Captain.
That's all he's got, and Barrett Brown says, nope, I got more in the tank.
But Drake Durden refusing to go down. Hooks the leg, 2 count.
Do you believe in miracles?
My word.
Your winner, and still CWF champion, 50 caliber, Barrett Brown.
Captain, I am man enough to admit when I am wrong, and I did not think the champ had what it took to defeat Drake Durden after the beating he took several weeks ago and the beating he took in this match. And look at the Monday night main event, Omega giving his trainer that CWF heavyweight championship.
You know, and I will tell you, Phil, that the internal fortitude it takes to stand toe-to-toe with a man like Drake Durden and then take that beating and yet still find a way to come across the victor. I'm impressed. Not that I wasn't impressed by Barrett Brown before, but I am definitely impressed.
Absolutely amazing. Hey, I'm Phil Bishop, and I'd like to talk to you today about the scariest day of my life. The scariest day of my life was on August 17th, 1998, and it started off like any other day. I got up that morning, I had breakfast, I went to the gym, I had a really good workout, ended up making plans with my wife. We were living in Salt Lake City. We were going to go into the mountains of Salt Lake City that night. We just bought a tent and some camping gear, and we were going to camp out in the mountains. Everything was going great. I'd stopped off at work to take care of some personal business before we left, and one of my friends was there and had his motorcycle. Well, I've always wanted to ride a motorcycle. I've always had a vision of riding a motorcycle in the mountains of Salt Lake with my leather vest on and my wind blowing in the hair. My hair was longer back then. So we were in the parking lot. I was sitting on my friend's motorcycle, and I'll never forget, he asked, "Do you want to take it for a spin?" And I told him, I said, I've never really ridden a motorcycle. He said, "It's nothing to worry about. It's just a big bicycle with a motor." That made perfect sense to me. So we started up the motorcycle. I'm sitting on it. He told me to give it a little bit of gas and to ease off the clutch. I did that, and the bike died. He said, "Phil, give it a little bit more gas and ease off the clutch." So I gave it a little bit more gas. I eased off the clutch, and the bike died again. My friend then said, "Phil, you're going to have to give it a lot more gas than ease off the clutch." I did. A lot more gas, eased off the clutch, and I was going. Wind in my hair, everything was wonderful until I realized I was going about 30 miles per hour in a parking lot heading straight for a brick wall. The last thought that went through my head was, oh my gosh, I'm going to hit that brick wall. Then I woke up on my back, and I'll never forget, it was a clear day, the sky was blue, the clouds, and they were spinning. And I thought, why is the sky spinning? That's odd. Then I realized I just ran into that brick wall. My first reaction was embarrassment. Get up, you're okay, brush yourself off. And I realized that I couldn't move. I started noticing the reactions of the people that were around me, and they were all horrified. I wasn't wearing a helmet, and so my head was hurting really bad. My arm was back behind me, my arm was numb, and I thought the worst. I thought, this is it. I'm in so much pain, I'm literally dying right now. Now you might hear those words, I'm dying right now, and fear begin to come over your life. But something really interesting happened. You see, I wasn't overcome with fear. My thought was, oh my gosh, I'm dying. I'm about to die and be in the presence of the Lord. That may seem strange to you because most people, when they think about dying, are afraid. But in 2 Timothy 1:7, it says, "For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." And I'm here telling you right now, I was laying on the ground in Salt Lake City thinking that I was dying. I was taking my last breaks. And my thoughts were, I'm going to see Jesus. I'm going to be standing face to face with Jesus. I'm going to see my grandfather who passed away when I was 12. I started thinking of all these things that I was going to experience because you see, I have the assurance and the faith that Jesus Christ is the Lord of my life. I was encompassed with so much peace. The Bible calls it the peace that passes all understanding. Philippians chapter 4 verse 7 says, "And the peace of God, which surpasses understanding, will guard your hearts and mind in Christ Jesus." Now, after a few minutes of laying there expecting to die and wondering what's going to happen, is there going to be a big bright light? Will I see a tunnel? Will it be a ladder? Will there be a set of stairs? When none of those things started happening, I realized I'm not dying, but I'm in an incredibly large amount of pain. So I didn't die that day, and it was a really good thing that I didn't die, because if I had passed away that day, I would not be standing here right now telling you that Jesus Christ is the Lord of my life. And because I have security in Him, that I don't have to fear death, and that I can experience peace even when I think I'm dying. If you want to experience that type of peace, if you want to be able to not fear death when it comes to knock on your door, because we don't know. We don't know if we have the next breath. It's all in God's hands. And if you don't want to fear, I want to give you the opportunity now to experience the peace that I have. Romans 10 verse 9 says, "If you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, you believe in your heart that God raised Him from the dead, you will be saved." So right now where you're at, I want you, if you want to experience that peace and you want to have no fear, I want you to become a Christian. I want you to cry out to God, ask Him to forgive you of your sins and to make you a Christian, to come into your life and turn yourself around. I'm going to say a quick prayer. It may sound something like this. The prayer isn't what saves you. It's what you do afterwards. If you're saying, I don't know how to talk to God, you could just say, God, I'm a sinner. I believe that you are the Son of God. I believe that God rose you from the dead. Help me to change. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Now, if you prayed a prayer like that or you're still talking to God, it's important that you tell someone. Our information's on the bottom of the screen. Shoot us an email, give us a call, or tell a friend or family member. And we'll see you right here on CWF TV next week.